Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A quick pass to the left. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David. So that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Tight end now in motion. Moore will throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about. So you've...
Oh, out of space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
With the catch, it's Moore. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He might want another play. Moore to the air. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The inside handoff. Lots of running room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Hemby. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
You know, quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against a safety with this kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB, knew exactly where he was going with the ball. He was able to jump in front of it and pick it off.
Bringing the heat. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So first down here as they go back to work. Moore will throw. Unleashes one. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pulls it in. It's Benson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That is was a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Myers on the move. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lost to throw again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. And he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hemby. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef? for that offensive line, I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Just about 30 seconds to go in the half. How aggressive do you want to be here? Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Gonna try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Cooper. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Smart decision. It's 3rd and short in the red zone. It's not there. You throw it away, and now you put it on your head coach. You want to go for this? On 4th, or are we kicking a field goal?
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Skips away from pressure. He throws one to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Finds his man. It's Beebe. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Touchdown, Indiana! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Wide open spaces. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Used to play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
Oregon, 13.
So 1st down will open up the final period. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go! Let's go!
Moore to the air. Nice grab in traffic. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the...
There he goes! They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Amazing individual effort there by the defender, defeating his block and getting to the bubble screen, not allowing a gain. You don't see that happen too often, but these DBs, boy, they love to fight at the point of attack and beat blocks.
Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. And that one did not work.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Slides, and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Never a doubt. And now they regain the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Western Kentucky. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The jet sweep pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Creates a little space. Turning on the Jets. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
On third down, going up top. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Indiana.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. He wants a big play here late. Got it in stride at the 15. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that.